So we've got Lucy here and she's going to help us demonstrate some of the exercises today. And we're just going to explore some of the movements, and this is a good way to warm up. So we're working with our upper body and our arms. And what we're going to do, Lucy, is just start with our palms up, so kind of a supinating position. And then we're going to reach forward into pronation. So internal, external rotation. Here we go. And what this is doing, we're moving the arms and turning the arms. But also, if I turn Lucy to the side, and just keep doing that movement, please, yeah. So we can see that what's going on here is we've got flexion in the spine as Lucy reaches forward, and then more extension of the spine. We're working with the rib cage, and we start to see how all of these joints are connected and how they all work together. So the next one we can do, Lucy, is look to put one arm up in the air. So we're raising one shoulder and dropping the other. So here we're working in the frontal plane, and we see that the rib cage is actually moving this way with the spine. So as the arm moves up, the spine moves this way. So we've got lateral flexion going on. And just try to have a feeling on whether you're better at one side. Does it feel stiffer on one side? Not as good movement on one side. And then we can also just look at our arms and connection to the hip. So here we might start with both palms facing upwards, and then we're actually going to turn our little finger out on one side and then turn the thumb the other side. That's it. And then we're going to swap over, come to the center, and then back. And what we might start to see is just letting the pelvis shift laterally as we do this. Just opening up that connection between the hands and the rest of the body. Okay. Then we might look at starting with our hands like this, and then just reaching up and over our shoulder. So, and then the other way. The other way. Here we can start to let one leg soften. So, as I reach over, I can bend one knee, straighten the other. And then same. And then bring back to center. We're then going to go same arm. Reach up behind with the same arm. This is, the pelvis is more neutral, and we're actually looking at turning our rib cage around. Okay, and so this is just a way to warm up and feel how the arm movements connect to the rib cage, to the pelvis. Another one we can do is just step forward and use our arm to almost punch and pull back. So here we've got our palms upwards, we're pulling back, so supinating arm, and then we're going to pronate, push forward. This is also allowing my rib cage to turn, but it's going to be easier because my pelvis is going this way as well, so they're turning together. If I go the other way and take a step back, so my pelvis is now going this way, same for Lucy, and use the opposite side arm, then I'm having a more opposite movement with the rib cage. So pelvis is going that way, my rib cage is going to go that way. And you can swap over sides. We can use the same arm and do this just get to feel connection between the big joints. With all of this, we're trying to keep our head fairly level and still, and you'll actually find that if I reach up, my head might actually level out. Yeah, so try that.